did the dash, can I catch me both? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Denver Broncos.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here comes Johnson on the return. Oh, good-looking return set up here.
Deontay Johnson on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run for the first time with Benny Snell. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
The Steeler ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
It's a jet sweep. Here comes Claypool with it. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The tackle.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Their 49-yard line.
Second down and 7. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Hitting Juju on the slant. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Pittsburgh.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. They'll run with Snell. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Second and 5 now. Roethlisberger escaping the pressure right. Completion here to Claypool. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Down to the 25. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They go with Jacobs, and he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. They'll go with Snell here on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
It's a jet sweep. Here comes Claypool with it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal from the 3. They'll run it with Jacobs. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. One more time with Jacobs. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Josh Jacobs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Broncos nothing. Chris Boswell to kick.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
To Noah Fant.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Locke. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but now it's 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They do go for it. It's Locke. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
The first quarter with the score Steelers 7, Broncos nothing.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Locke throwing on target to Fant. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Goal at the 6-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Lindsey, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Philip Lindsey with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down, it's Snell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Roethlisberger. Throw left side complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Flushed out right. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Trying to run forward with Jacobs. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Pittsburgh.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Jacobs now. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd and 11. Here's Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Roethlisberger. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 32-yard line. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he's going to take this one down to the 25.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. On second down, Jacobs. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
7-yard line.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook, and I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. Going with a big fullback, wide. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Derek Watt, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Well, it was second and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn and hand it to him. Big guys fire out. Find your way into the end zone.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now here's Johnson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Now this time Locke will throw. Screen pass to Lindsey. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. He's got his tight end Fant. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Locke on target to Fant for a Bronco first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Locke looks to throw it again. And his throw is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Again, it's Locke. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. And that one will fall incomplete.
Roethlisberger's pass.
Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
First down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
54, Mike. Check. Block 54. Here we go. Mike, easy. Mike, 54. I got you.
To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Trying to go to work. Like 20.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Returning it, Johnson. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I can guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap to Lock. This is the tight end fan. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Block working out of the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
The tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Running the jet sweep with Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
The ball carrier.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger will throw. Flush to his right. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. I have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's a rare 2-miss ball game for him now. Normally one of the more dependable guys you're going to find around.
Very unlike him. One of the better kickers in the NFL. And I don't think there's anything wrong with him physically or mechanically. He's just having one of those games.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Lindsey, the ball.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The 9-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's Jacobs. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They're running the jet sweep with Jones. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Marvin Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Broncos 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Johnson now returning. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to...
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Like 20. 54. Set the tone. He's got quicker. Spin. Check 26. Check 26. Go.
On 1st down, it's Jacobs. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. It's a jet sweep. Here comes Claypool with it. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jacobs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
The ball carrier.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
That's the end quarter. With the score, Steelers 21.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Roethlisberger. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
On 3rd down, it's Jacobs pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Steelers 28, Broncos 7. Chris Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here this 4th quarter. It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 40.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, Locke. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Bud Dupree, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
You can't stop me.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Locke. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Intended for
that incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. And that will will be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. K.J. Hamler, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
Man, I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it, having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a three-possession game and all but put things to bed. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
The ball carrier.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now a carry for the fullback. This is Watt. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Jacobs. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The jet sweep with Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
54.
They're going on fourth down. It's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And the Broncos will take over on downs.
Turnover on downs.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
6 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Lock to throw on 3rd and 1. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
Results in a 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. It's locked. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
6-yard line.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Here's Jones. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Roethlisberger dropping to a knee, and that ought to do it.
Today's final score,
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Pittsburgh, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Denver, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.